guys, welcome back to my channel. We are going to do a restoration today, and in my last video I showed you this new machine I've got that's the ultrasonic cleaner. Now I did something that just kind of came to mind. So I had this little monkey wrench that I had gotten from a flea market, and it was from Spain, just a little small 8-inch. Well, here's part of it here, and it was just super rusty. So I stuck it in a pouch of Evaporust. I put enough in there to cover it. I heated up the tank to where it was pretty hot, and then I put it in for about 25 to 30 minutes. I didn't know what to expect, but then, now you'll see in the video how it turned out. I thought it turned out fantastic. Well, this is a little rusty guy that we're going to put in there, in the Evaporust, in the ultrasonic, and see, this is a little let's see, it's made in Spain. I don't know if you can see that. Made in Spain. And I guess the brand name is Guaranteed. It's the only other thing I can come up with. But you can tell it's quite rusty. So let's put it in there and see what happens. I think first I'll run it over the wire wheel. Well, I got some of the rust off of it. I didn't put a lot of that Evaporust in there, but I did put enough to cover it. So this will be a kind of an interesting experiment. I'm sure someone has already tried it, but I just thought, well, it's going to be in there. I got 25-minute timer on there, so after 25 minutes I'll check it and look at it and see what it looks like. So here it is out of the thing. It's been in there 25 minutes. You can see it's pretty dark, so let me get it out of the bag. It's pretty hot. Wow. Check that out. You saw how rusty it was earlier. Check that out. That is awesome. Look at that. That's just right down to the bare metal, guys. Now that was like 25 minutes. In the Evaporust, in the ultrasonic, under heat. So I think it's something to look at. You know, hit this for just a little bit with a wire brush, and wow, that thing looks awesome. I bet you if I put it in there for another 25 minutes, it would even do a lot better. And I may just do that, but not today. All right, I see right here, there's some in here. There's a little bit more cleanup could possibly be in here. So what I would do is I would put it in for another 25 minutes, but I would take it completely apart. You can see right here, a little trash and the dirt still in there. But man, this thing is 90% better than what it was. You know, Bill at Rollerball, he did what I think I'm going to have to do this week. He had a he did a video on a wrench that looked similar to this, and he had to take this off so that he could clean the wrench. Well, this thing here should be, it's not loose. It should be a little more loose where it would be flexible here. So I'm going to take this off. I've got to take a grinder and grind this down to where I can push that pin out. And maybe I'll take that off, I don't know. Since Bill had so much trouble with his, I'm a little leery about it, but hey, if it's got to be done, it's got to be done. So let's get busy. Okay, now we've got the pin out. We can knock this off. Well, that was rusted in there pretty good, you can see. And I think this may be crunched a little bit. It looks a little bit wonky. So I may have to straighten that out, because it just did not fit perfectly on there. Now I want to see if I can get this off without breaking it, and then we'll proceed with the cleanup. Well, I got it off. Fortunately, it didn't break. I may have to replace the pin, I don't know. We'll see. Well, all the parts look pretty clean now. Even this one looks pretty good on the inside. I think it's about ready. This one, maybe a little more sanding. I think I'd kind of like to get these ridges off here. I managed to get them off here on that. This is probably going to be a retired wrench anyway. It's just going to look pretty. Well, here we are now. I just attached this spring back to it. It seems to be fine. And I ordered these rivets. We won't have to cut them off. Cut this one off, but this is 1 inch by 3/16 steel. The hole, I thought I measured 3/16, but it wasn't. It was a little smaller. But I drilled it out, so now it's 3/16, and so everything, it should fit, or it does fit. Well, this has turned out to be a real pain in the butt. The rivet would not go through there. The holes, for some reason, doesn't line up, so I had to drill them to the point to where they would. Now the rivet's in. Now I got to cut it off. But if you look, this thing is is not straight. I think we're going to put it back together, and it's probably never be used, at least not by me. And I'm not impressed with that name, if that's actually what it is. Maybe there's a reason why these aren't mentioned a lot in the parts manuals or catalogs. I don't even know who makes it, to be honest with you. Don't care. Okay, so we've got it together now. We got the rivet in. It's a good, strong, solid rivet. It's a steel rivet. You can see it works. But it's just a okay wrench. You can tell it's junk. And but anyway, it's from Spain, and I collect tools from other countries just for the heck of it. And this one is this one's kind of a lesson learned. I don't have to have a quality, but I'm gonna paint it up here a little bit, make it look nice, and put it in the shelf with the rest of them. I'm gonna take a little acetone here, kind of clean out some of these areas here that I'm going to be bluing. I'm going to blue the insides of these darkened areas here and here on both sides. I think that will look good. Then I'm going to take a lettering pen, I think probably white, and go over the lettering in there and see if I can do anything with that. There we go. Yeah, I think that'll work. So that's what we're doing with it. I'll have to clean my Spain up a little bit. It's kind of got a little carried away. But that's it, guys. This is it. She's done. I felt like once I got this thing cleaned up from the Evaporust that I had to do something with it. Couldn't just leave it like it was. So I thought I would just kind of clean it up, and it turned out to be a little more than I thought. But it's back together now and in working condition if you could want to use it. But I'll just put it with the rest of my stuff in there that I've restored, and it'll be a part of the drawer or the wall, whichever we decide to do with it. So thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate that. This wasn't the most fun restoration I've ever done. It was kind of difficult getting that, things just didn't line up good with it. It's just a cheap wrench. I didn't really notice that until I got involved with it. And but it deserved to get a restoration and look good as possible, just to sit around for the rest of his life. And I think it looks pretty good. It's not the best I've done, but I'm happy with it. And so guys, that's going to do it for today. Thanks for sticking around with me. I appreciate it, and